Hi there, it's Fernando from Denmark, actually, and I have a friend online that is also a digital marketer. And we met online while we were starting our new journey in digital marketing, and since we became friends, and we're always talking, about so many things, projects, and we're supporting each other with all the new things we're learning. And suddenly Larry asked me one day, why not make a video together and interview each other? Perhaps that will give a lot of value to some other people out there that is also thinking about starting their own online business. So I'm going to let him introduce himself. And while I'm here in a boring apartment, he's out there, out there in the beach with sunshine and enjoying just the beautiful weather. Larry, well, I just said your name. Can you tell me where you're from, and if you want, your age and something more about yourself?
Hey everybody, my name is Larry, and first of all, this is not real. Although I would love it to be. I am in Florida, but this is just I'm in my office, but it looks good, right? So
Yes,
we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I'm living the laptop lifestyle here today. So yeah, my name's Larry. I'm currently 52 years old, and me and Fernando, the host of this, he didn't introduce himself, by the way. Yeah, we met through the 90-day video journey, and we thought we'd make this little video for anybody out there who's thinking about an online business and kind of tell a little bit about my journey. I guess Fernando has a list of questions. He's going to interview me here, and I will answer accordingly to the best that I can and give an honest answer. One of the things here that I try to do is I try to bring value to people and help them in any way I can. I'm not just here for the money. I could care less. Well, I mean, we're all here for the money, but that's not the main reason here. So, whenever you're ready to begin, I'm in Florida. I come from Bermuda. When I joined the SFM, I was in Bermuda. I've been there for 7 years. So I just returned home to the States here in my home state of Florida early January. And so it's been a couple of months or a month and a half, I guess, since I've been back home, and thrilled to be doing this, and happy to be here on this interview.
Great, Larry. Well, my first question is, how did you get started? How did you was it like it that from one day to another you decided to become a digital marketer? Tell me a bit about your journey, how it started.
Well, one of the things I must say about me is, through my life, I've learned some things. And one of the things, and I know that everybody's a little bit different than I am, but I really believe in committed type decisions. I'm not let me just try something and see if it happens to work out type of guy. I've always been when I decide I'm going to do something, I go all in and I just do it. So really, it's kind of a long story, but really my journey started years ago. I used to race bikes, and I loved racing BMX bikes. And if you don't know what BMX bike racing is, there's a dirt track, and basically we tried to be motorcycles, right? They have jumps and everything and turns, and we would go as fast as we can all the way to the end. There's actually organizations and sanctions, when I first started, I wasn't that good. And what happened is that one day, after losing so many times, I got mad at a couple of the kids that were teasing me, and I made a decision that day that I wasn't going to be a loser no more. I don't care what it takes. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a champion. I was crying after I lost a race that I was winning. I slipped my pedal and the kid went by me. And my grandmother said, quit that crying right now. You can do anything you want in this life as long as you really want it and you take it. It's not going to come to you. You got to go and get it. For some reason, that kind of stuck up here. And so when I made that decision, I wanted to be a champion. I wanted to be a winner. I took it serious. And every day when I came home from school, I would practice at the racetrack. And I don't mean just cruising around having fun. I mean, I would really put the time into it and the effort. And I would be timed on different sections of the track and then through the whole track. And this went on for months and months and months of training. And what it did is over time, I started to get a different mindset because I knew that I was putting the work into it. And so after a long period of training, I got on the starting gate and I remember thinking, the hell with those guys. You know, they can't beat me after all this training. Anyway, long story short, because I'm trying to answer a question, but I'm going off into a different story already. But what it did is I did end up winning that race. And then what that did is it validated. I ended up winning the whole race. I beat these guys. And then week after week, I started winning. It became contagious. And then I got to a mindset to where I didn't hope and think I was going to win. I knew I was going to win. Now, that doesn't mean I always won, but I knew I'm going to win. And that really validated and changed my whole life, because now with anything, as time went on, I realized that all I have to do is make a clear cut. It has to be very clear. See, if you want a lot of money in life, you can't just say, I want to be rich, I want a lot of money, and hope that the universe brings it. You have to be specific. I want to make $30,000 a month, you know, whatever it is. And so by having a committed decision, that's where it all starts, the mindset. So basically, after years and years of working in the retail industry, and remember, the computer age hasn't really been around but about 20 years, and probably about 10 of those years, people have been actually making money on it. So like anybody else, tired of going to my job, you know, every day. I've been doing this for years, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to an alarm clock. Never had weekends off. You know, most people have Saturday. Hey, good, thank God it's Friday. To me, Friday sucked because that just meant Saturday came the next day, and I had to work on that day too. Sunday was my sports day, and if I got lucky, I might get off early enough to catch some of the ball games. And I'm not really following my passions in life. I'm just going to a place, putting all this time in just to get a paycheck just above broke, you know, that they said I was worth. And as I got older, something clicked in my head, and I just started realizing I'm getting tired. I'm getting older. And my job was a physical job. I was a manager in the retail industry. And I just decided that I needed to find a way out. If I could, and I didn't know what I was going to do, but I just thought to myself, if I can just work for myself, I don't care if I had to spend all day doing whatever I did, as long as it's on my terms. So I began to go online and search for things. I already knew that people were making money online, but I wasn't sure exactly how they were doing it. I knew that I didn't want to buy a bunch of physical products and then have to ship those off. I didn't want to do any pyramid multi-level marketing things. I've already done a couple of those. And what I found out is that I worked my ass off, and then nobody else did anything else. So it just didn't work for me. So I was really just watching a bunch of motivational videos and things. And then one day, doing some research on here, looking for a way out, I came across this video, and it was a guy who had told me in the video how he was able to leave his job after, you know, so many months of learning digital skills, and now he was able to earn from just his laptop computer while he was traveling the world and had all this free time to do all these things. Now, of course, I'm skeptical, right? Because everybody is. But you can't be skeptical on every single thing. You have to have an open mind to at least give something a chance. Now, you can make a clear-cut decision after that, but don't just shut your mind off to everything, you know, unless it's really clear. You know, there's a lot of things online. Hey, Fernando, get this software right here for $100, and then just hit a button and watch the automation work, and the money will just keep rolling in. BS. Okay. So that's how I really got started. I came across an educational company that I just thought was fantastic. It had a bunch of like-minded people that were in the same headset. Because, you know, when you decide to do something for your life, there's going to be a lot of naysayers out there telling you that you can't. And you have to get beyond that and push them aside and realize that you can. Like I said, the winning in the BMX gave me the validation that I could. So I knew once I saw the blueprint of how other people were having success, I knew it was just a matter of me learning the same thing and getting good at it. It doesn't matter if it took a month or if it took 2 years, if the end result was the same down the road, because time is going to pass anyway, then that's what I would do. And so that's what happened, is that that's what got me into this. And I know it was a long, long answer for the first one, but that I needed to be clear about that. So that's it.
Yeah, but the thing I think I would like to highlight, actually, even if it was a long answer, is that I got something more actually from your answer in just how you got started, because I just realized that this thing inside of you, this spirit, this entrepreneurial spirit, has in a way developed during your life as a young boy, right? And these motorcycle um, exercises, you can call them like that, or experience. And then it went developing, like, just like you said, your mindset. So in some way, you have built a foundation through something totally different in this digital opportunities that we have today. So when it came, and just like you said, searching online, something just clicked. And in a way, I realized that for a lot of us, we don't even realize that we have it in ourselves. We have already this mindset, but we never put a name to it. We never actually recognize ourselves as somebody that wants more, or call it like entrepreneurial, right? Because perhaps we're not used to getting this feedback from somebody else, right? And that's what I got, because I really resonate with like your story, even if I have totally another story, but I could hear that we share in a way something very similar, because I think that my mindset has also been developing since I was a kid, right? But I never like had it. I never had a goal to be an online entrepreneur at that time. But when I got the chance to decide on it, I was ready practically. That's what made me decide and get into it. Larry, going to the second question, because, before I started, and when I searched on the internet, business opportunities, I was Googling digital businesses, right? And then I got a whole bunch of names like affiliate marketing, e-commerce, drop shipping, and so on and so on. And everything is like, you can start an online business with all these different business platforms, right? What is it specifically that you are doing, or what is how do you call that, the online business you are doing?
So what I'm technically doing is called a digital marketer, or you can say it another way, affiliate marketing. And it's really interesting because it's a very lucrative thing to be in. But I promise you, Fernando, you could go to your job site or wherever, and say, hey, how many people want to learn about affiliate marketing? And nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. And that's why we have the advantage of once you start to learn this stuff, because the blueprint is there. Now, what is an affiliate marketer? As I said before, I don't want to have to buy a bunch of products and store them in my house and then have to physically ship all these things. That's too much work. I don't want to do any of that stuff. but you can partner with different companies that are out there. And instead of them spending the money on advertising, you spend the money on the advertising. That's why you learn these skills, you get good at it, and then you can get a low cost and really have your ads go out to everybody. And so affiliate marketing is we promote other people's products and they pay us commissions for it. So depending on what kind of product it is, some things could be low commission, but some could be very high, like in the thousands. But they all have one thing in common, and that's that they all come to your bank account. And so you're creating these multiple streams. Now it may not happen in 30 days. Okay. This is a over time thing, but time's going to pass by anyway. So if you spent 6 months, 8 months to a year working on this, and then just as time goes on, you keep adding more and more and you stay focused on it, the money starts to add up and it becomes, first you get to a level where you can replace your job. And then you get to a level where you start making, your first 10,000 in a month, and then it becomes 20,000. And I know it sounds ridiculous to somebody out there who has not done online business yet, but I'm going to tell you right now, making money online is the way of the future. And that's no BS. So I hope I answered that good.
You did. So because actually, before starting affiliate marketing, just like you said, you already knew something, that you didn't want a whole bunch of things of products in your house and send them. So that's why you didn't start drop shipping. You didn't go on with e-commerce, for example. But how, deep inside, how did you know that affiliate marketing was for yourself? Was for you?
Well, I think it's there was a believability factor. Okay, I actually got to talk. I reached out to I saw an ad and I reached out to that person and I have a conversation with them. And then one thing in my research too, that one day I was also researching successful people that are millionaires, and I found out over studying different ones, Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, and the list goes on, Dan Lowe, they all had one thing in common. And I found it interesting. And what that was that they all had mentors. They didn't do this on their own. They all had somebody to show them the blueprint of what was working. I mean, it's pretty clear, Fernando, if a millionaire came up and he put his hand on your shoulder and he said, son, do what I tell you to do and you will be successful. It'd be pretty stupid to look at him and go, I'm not going to listen to you. I've got it going on making my $10 an hour. You know what I mean? It'd be stupid. So we have a mentor named Stuart Ross. He's a multimillionaire. He started digital marketing. He was just like you. He was just like me at one point. He didn't know anything either. He was in the real estate business and he wanted time freedom. He didn't do it for the money. And so he started to learn over 10 years ago himself. And I think things were a lot harder back then to learn how to do digital skills. And then, I think without even realizing it, when he started to learn how to market, he hit on something and without even, he was at the beach one day and he came home, and all of a sudden, he had made almost $1,000 and he was like, what happened? He didn't even know how he did it. But somehow he made this money, and so then a light bulb went off. Oh my God, there is power to this, so that's when he really decided to focus on it, and I after, watching Stuart and getting to know his personality, I felt that the company, I felt him and the person, the advertiser that I talked to, I thought they were both very genuine. And, sometimes you just got to trust the universe and go with it. And to me, I saw a blueprint that works. I just had to get good at it. So that's what was the deciding factor. I was all in. I didn't hesitate at all. I saw it. I was all in. I'm good. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to become a master at it. What the time frame is, I'm still learning. By the way, I learned that you never stop learning. So I might have looking back now, I've come a long way. I know a lot of stuff now. I didn't know anything when I started. And so I'm proud of that, but I still got a long way to go. I'm not where I want to be exactly yet, but I'm doing well.
Great. And how does affiliate marketing work? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I just told you it's you're promoting somebody else's product and they give you, a commission for that. So when you start digital marketing, you want to align yourself with something that you're passionate about. You
Mhm.
don't want to be chasing money. You don't want to be like, hey, what sells really good right now? I don't know, toilet paper, because it's a pandemic. And buy a bunch of toilet paper. I'm trying to be funny with using toilet paper, but you want to align something that you're passionate with, something that you believe in, because it's going to be hard to convince people why they should get your product when they don't believe in you because they don't think that you believe in the product. So it's very important that you're passionate about it because it also is your why. Everyone does this for a different reason. Everyone does the things they do for the reason. So you need a good answer of why you're doing it, and it has to align with what your beliefs are.
Mhm. And well, when I was thinking about that question, how does it work? You gave a very good definition in your own words. What I was like chasing was like this process. Do you need a website to do affiliate marketing? Uh, can you just do it with a social media account? What is the process to become an affiliate marketer?
Well, yeah, I would say you have to have a website. We call this the laptop lifestyle. And if you didn't have a website, I guess you wouldn't need a laptop, right? I mean, the reason why you really want to have a website is you want to have an authority website so that you're looked at as an authority, somebody that's an expert, a professional at what you do. There's a lot of spam out there. And so, whatever platform you want to be on, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it is, that you want to advertise on, the companies want to look at you as somebody that's respectable, somebody that's a professional. And how can you be professional if you don't even have your own website? You're just some unknown identity out there, you know, throwing sales pitches all over the place. So that's kind of like spamming. So yeah, you definitely need to have a website. And these are some of the skills you will learn. You don't always have to do it yourself. You can outsource that, have somebody else build it for you if you're not good at technical skills or something like that.
And I'll ask you this. Do you need a mentor or do you need to sign up in a specific affiliate marketing program?
No, there's different affiliate marketing programs, or you don't even have to be in a program. There's certain products, I don't have any product here to show you, but let's just say this is a health product. You could probably go to their website, and at the bottom of it, you can sign up to be, say I'm passionate about that product. It's a weight loss thing and I've taken it. Damn, I've lost a lot of weight. I believe in this product. I want other people to know about this product because maybe it will help them. I want to bring value to them. And you could sign up for an affiliate program through them, which means, that, maybe I'll advertise that somewhere along the line, somewhere. And then people will think that that solves their problem and helps them too, because I'm going to talk about that product in a video, maybe, or, in a paragraph somewhere. And it's people are going to say, hey, I need to lose weight. I want to use that too. And so then people will buy the product and then the company will send a check my way. You know, like I said, you're not going to get rich on one product, maybe, but when you have a few of them and they all come to your bank account, that's how you make money online. But you're also doing the world good because you're helping somebody solve a problem, a need that you're bringing value to them. So that was the first part of the question. What was the second part of the question? There was a two-part there, right?
Yeah, yes, because do you need a mentor to get started in affiliate marketing?
Well, no, you don't need a mentor to get started in affiliate marketing. Where you need a mentor at is to kind of help change your mindset to listen. this is the best way I can explain it. If you don't smoke and you hang around 10 people who smoke, you're going to end up being the 11th one. If you hang around a bunch of losers that ain't going nowhere in life and they're just hanging around, going through motions, you're going to follow them. You see, that totally works the same way on the other side of it. If you're rubbing elbows with rich people, people that are successful, and you're breathing in their language, you're listening to their language all the time, you're going to start to reprogram yourself, and you're going to start being a winner like that too. And that's what it takes. You sometimes have to make a list of the people that are in your life, and you have to be honest with yourself, because there's going to be some people on that list that you really love and you really are close to, and you're going to have to shut the door on them, because these people just keep bringing you down. They don't think the way you think. You need to, and that's the beauty of having a community of like-minded people that you can turn to that are on the same wavelength. You know, I used to listen to Bob Proctor. You know, he's a motivational guy that was started off broke, and you know, he became rich one day. And honestly, he did it by accident, and he didn't know how the hell he did it. So he spent his whole life studying, you know, what made this change, you know. And it's too much to go into, but you know, you're here and you have a goal that's here, and it's on different frequencies, you know. And when you hold an image in your mind and it's strong enough that you believe in it, that's why you got to be passionate about it. And you start moving, taking action into that direction. You may not know how you're going to get there. You don't know how much money it's going to take. You don't know how to do it, but it doesn't matter. You have to make that clear-cut decision that that's what you're going to do first. And then when you start moving in that direction, taking action, the way to do it starts to reveal itself. And suddenly the money starts to come in places, you know, you thought, you know, you find a way. And eventually you get to that goal. And here's the beauty, that once you get to that goal, it's only then that you realized, I could have went even here. But see, you didn't see that because it was too far away at that time. But now you get it. Damn, I hope I answered that question.
Yeah. What I understood is that the environment is very important if you want to have success in affiliate marketing, because just like you said, if you have bad company environment, you're ending up probably like in that environment as well. And to be
So that's
successful,
that's why you need a mentor to help coach you to succeed. Somebody to show you the blueprint, because things have to become habitual. So yes, you need a mentor if you want to change your life and get better and be able to succeed. I believe in that. That's my belief now, because I have mentors now. And so I was there before I didn't have one, and I'm there now, and I'm a different person, you know.
yeah.
But just to do affiliate marketing, you don't need one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice to have one because it'll help you succeed, I think.
Exactly. Did you have any digital or technical skills before you started affiliate marketing?
No. I mean, you know, I'm not that, I can find myself a way around on the computer pretty good. But as far as technical side of things, you know, building websites and doing things with links and code and any of that stuff, no, I had no idea about it. Looking back now, because if you're able to follow step-by-step video training, you know, hey, Larry, go to this and hit these buttons and then do that, you know, you learn along the way how to do it. And I, in fact, did build my entire website myself. So looking back over time, at first, no, I didn't know anything, but I did learn how to do that. I'm still not a technical wizard. I still have to reach out for help. But that's okay. You know, that's why we need each other, to help each other.
So that means that you actually, today everything is so affordable and easy, if I can say in that way, that you can learn a lot. It's just like having a phone, right? And then you just just having it and working on it, you learn all these features on your phone, for example. But I probably I imagine that if you didn't have any, I'm just going to cut all that part. Can you define how many skills you have that you feel have been useful both now, like personally, but now professionally?
Well, one thing I want to say is, you shouldn't really have fear. If you make the decision that you want to change your life and you want to learn digital skills to make money, to be able to make money online, you're not doing it just for the money. You're doing it for the freedom and flexibility to do things on your terms instead of going to a job. And here's the best way I can put that into an analogy. You drive a car every day, right? And you know how to drive the car, but that doesn't mean that you know how to pull the engine out of it and take, it all apart and and do a brake job and all that. Maybe you do, but most people probably don't. Most people know how to drive it, but they don't know how to fix it, right? That's why we take it to the auto mechanic. So if you were somebody that was going to get into digital business and you're scared of tech skills, look at it that way, because there are people out there that are very good at it. And for a low cost, you can turn this over to them and say, hey, this is what I need done. Just do it. And I've done that. And some things I learned. So if you want to know skills, I'm on YouTube. I put ads on YouTube. So I never knew anything about running ads on YouTube or anything. So these are skills that I've learned. I've learned messaging. I'm a singer in a band, but although I write lyrics, I learned how to write clear-cut messaging to people. And video skills, I could say playing shows, with my rock band, I've been in front of cameras and things where some people might not be that comfortable with it, but I still didn't know how to edit it. These are skills that I learned, but you know what? When I'm not going to that job that I hated so much and I could sit home and I could learn these skills, it's actually quite fun. Me and you are making a video right now using technology of Zoom. And, I use Filmora when I make my ads, and it's kind of interesting to learn how to cut and slice stuff open. Don't get scared. Nothing to be fearful. It's very easy to do, actually. And it's cool, man. You can make these professional, nice videos. And I don't just use them for my ads now. I do it for other things. I can make a video of my band. I can make wedding videos to help people say happy birthday, put all these cool titles on it. It's cool. So I did learn a little bit of digital skills. I can build a website. I just don't like doing it, but I know how now. And yeah, the digital skills from editing and things like that, using cameras and Filmora, those are some of the skills I've learned.
Larry, when I'm listening to you, I can see actually the excitement, the passion you have. You feel very successful, and that's very, and that's very nice. It's like a magnet. What do you think the main reason people fail to pursue and live their dreams?
Number one reason, fear. There's two reasons, really. So many people don't even know what the hell it is they want. I mean, what they really, really want in life. They may say, yeah, I want to do this or that, but it's kind of vague, So many people do not have a clear path of what it is they really want. Like I said, if we use money as an example, somebody might say, well, I want to be rich, but are you doing anything to move in that direction? And the other thing is, it's not clear enough. You need to be specific. The universe will give back to you exactly what you put into it, but it needs to know what it is you want. It doesn't know what rich is. If you had nothing and all of a sudden you had $100,000, you might feel like you're rich, right? But is it? Maybe money's not the point. Maybe your health And whatever it is that makes you be is making you rich, Your family life is really strong. Man, you feel rich. You feel like you want it all. So you have to be very specific what it is exactly you want. Then the old subconscious. See, we are programmed when we're little kids. A lot of people don't realize this because it's called our subconscious. It's called our paradigm. And what that is I'll use you for an example, Fernando. If I'm going to try to guess at your background here because I think you had an American parent, correct? Is that correct?
South American, yeah, both.
Well, you lived in the States or something, right? So
I did live in the States.
here's my point. If a baby is born and it has one English speaking parent and it has one Spanish speaking parent, by the time that baby's 4 and 5 coming up, his subconscious or her subconscious has sucked in all of their surroundings and part of their genes makeup, the subconscious, because the subconscious is like a sponge. It's soaking up everything around them. By the time that kid is like 5, that kid knows 2 languages just because it's been programmed that way. And a lot of our bad habits, a lot of our limiting beliefs come from our upbringing. If your surroundings are in a poor situation, you're always going to have a mentality that you can't do it. Why? Because everything around you showed that they couldn't be done. But if you grow up in a rich society where people are succeeding left and right, you're going to have that mindset, you can do it, right? So people fail because they have fears. They think that they can't do it. They can't succeed. You have to overcome those limiting beliefs and start to believe in yourself. Sometimes that's through tapes. Sometimes that's through mentoring. That's why you can't do it alone. You need a mentor to help give you that growth mindset. Because if you have a fixed mindset, you will say, well, Fernando, that sounds good that you're making $10,000 a month, but, I don't think I can do it because I'm not as special as you. I can't do that, But that's a fixed mindset. I can't do that. I don't know anything about digital skills. I can't do that. But a growth mindset would say, I don't know anything about technical or digital skills. I don't know anything about making money online, Fernando, yet. I don't know yet because I'm going to grow and I'm going to learn these things. And then over time, you do learn it. It's just like going to school. So that's the thing that holds people back is fear. And if they would just learn to come out of a comfort zone, why do people stay in a comfort zone and they're scared to go for their dreams? Because it's comfortable. This is what they know. It's like making a video on YouTube, oh, I don't know. I don't like being in front of cameras, Well, if you stay comfortable like that, you never will do it. But when you come out of that comfort zone, listen, me singing on stage in front of people when I was in the band, I still am because we're starting it up again, but of course, getting out on there on that stage, and there's 500 people out there, of course my heart's beating. Of course I'm scared as hell. I've got fear. Oh my God, all these eyes are on me. And when I'm singing the national anthem for the Major League Baseball team, and there's 50,000 people, all eyes on me, yeah, it's scary. But if I want to succeed and I want to get to where I want to be, I have to come out of that comfort zone and do things that are uncomfortable because now I'm growing. That's the point. You're growing. And over time, that'll not be uncomfortable anymore. It'll start to become comfortable. Now I love going on stage because I know that they're all looking at me. So, it's an ego thing. I mean, that's the best way I can explain and answer that question. So, yeah.
Yes.
Come out of your fear, people.
And I can imagine, Larry, middle-aged people like us don't have actually families that have had success online. And this is where you say, well, we grew up in a specific comfort zone we have, right? And taking the step digitally is coming out of this comfort zone. What does your friends and family say about you starting your own online business?
Goes back to that list of people that are, what do you want to call that? People that are on your side and people that aren't, people that you have to be around like-minded people. I have a certain group of friends that when I first started, I wouldn't talk to them about this because, everything's a scam. Oh, well, how much money did you put into it? And how much of this, right? Well, think about that. Why should that matter? How much money I put into it? Because if you go to college, you put money into it, right? You're investing in yourself. What's the difference with getting an education to learn digital skills? And I put money into it because I'm starting a business. And starting an online business is a hell of a lot cheaper than opening up a McDonald's franchise for $100,000, basically paying for a job and the overhead and all that stuff, all the headaches. I don't know why people get so down on you. So you have to pick and choose who you can tell and who you're comfortable with telling. Believe me, when you actually do start making $10,000 and $20,000 a month, you will be able to show everybody, and everybody wants in, okay, because that's believable to them. They need to see validation. That's what people want. They want to believe by seeing, but sometimes you have to have some faith. Now, I can bring up God and having faith in that, but I'll put it in simpler terms for people that may not be religious. How about that? When you get in your car and you drive down the street, how do you know that guy on the other side of the line is not going to come right out of that lane and come straight at you? Well, you don't know, right? You don't know. So you have faith that he's going to stay on that side and everything's going to be fine. And you do it every day. See how simple this can turn around? But people just have to get out of that mindset. So for somebody new, pick and choose who your friends are that's going to support you. Don't hang around the naysayers. Don't listen to the naysayers. Make a clear-cut decision of what it is you really want, and then don't let nothing hold you back. You just pedal to the metal forward every day. In fact, Billie Jean says it right here. Learn something new every day, but don't just learn it. Apply it. Just talking to the universe, hey, law of attraction, this is what I want. That's only one part of it. The other part is you have to take action. You have to start moving in that direction.
Mm-hmm. Larry,
yes, sir.
As an affiliate marketer, what are you advertising?
So currently, I have a whole list of things that I want to advertise in my head right now and things that I'm going to. But because everybody's journey is different, okay? Don't just do what I do. I was stuck in Bermuda and I was working a lot of hours at a job. And I only had, when I started this, you might see this interview now, it might sound fantastic, but when I started this, I had to do this off the side as a side hustle. Mm-hmm. I gave up my life after work. My friends might want to go and do something. And I said, no. I got off work after working 10 hours a day. And I knew that I wanted to put time into my business. Why? Because I saw the future. If I sacrifice now, this will be my way out. I will be able to work for myself and I'm going to put the time into it. And damn, I got rambling along. I forgot the question.
Yeah, the question was,
I have more to add to that.
What are you advertising right now?
Oh, yeah. So for me, I'm actually advertising the same education company that changed my life, that showed me the blueprint, that showed me the way. I believe in the company so much because this particular company has everything you need They have a web builder site called DBL, Digital Business Lounge. It's all the tools that you need to build a digital business all in one place. And then there's a like-minded community like yourself. Like there's a program called the 90-Day Video Journey. People that know they're going to do YouTube or some kind of video advertising, but they're not familiar with being on camera. They will go through a 90-day process where every day they make a video. And I know me and you did that process. And
Yeah.
some days you don't have nothing to say, but you try to give value to the people watching and hope that they watch. After that 90 days, you're pretty comfortable being on camera. And so I'm promoting the educational company because I totally believe in it. And so basically I'm promoting the laptop lifestyle. Okay, I'm promoting the same value to show you. So many people out there, just like I was, right? They know that people make money online, but they're kind of skeptical because they're not technical skills. They think they can't do it. And how much money are you really making on there anyway? Because you're not really allowed to say on the advertising, but I can tell you, there's plenty of people, I can say it on this, there's plenty of people that have turned their yearly income into a monthly income because nobody's doing this crap. Okay, it's a whole globe, and people are still working the traditional way, trading all their time in for money. So I believe in the product, and this is what I'm really focused on the most right now. I've been in transition from coming to Bermuda to Florida, so I still got a lot of work to do here. But as I roll this out, I have a health page on my website. I'm going to be rolling out health products. I'm also a singer, and so I want to get into the music part of it too, promote different things, music that I'm very familiar with and I believe in. That being said, when you're first starting out, you really want to focus on one thing. You don't want to have a million things because you need to be profitable. And if you're spending your money on all these different things, you're going to end up going broke. So you need to get profitable with one thing. Concentrate on one thing that resonates the most with you. And when you start to get that profitable, and the returns are like 4 times to 1, people. The returns are 4 times to 1. That's why we want low ad costs, because the return is huge when you get it working right.
Right.
It could change your life.
Larry, do you have the freedom to work when it fits you?
That's the beauty of online business, There's days, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want you to think that I don't put any effort into this. There's days where I might be sitting at this computer in this office, and I might spend 8 to 10 hours still here. I talk about having freedom and flexibility if I happen to go to that job, but the difference is that it's on my terms, and I do it because I'm enjoying doing it. One of the things that I found out on this journey that I enjoy meeting people from all over the world. Like you're in Denmark right now, I'm in the United States. Well, we're having a face-to-face talk. I do this constantly with other people. Also, as I build my subscribers list, I love engaging with my subscribers, and sometimes it's not always like it's trying to sell anything. Sometimes it's just reaching out to them. I had this one guy named David who reached out to me, and he was an old man. I was really surprised, but yeah, he was in his late 60s and he developed like a prostate cancer. And so for like a month, we had talked, I was just somebody there for him, and that meant a lot to me. It wasn't about selling anything. It was just trying to help somebody. And in this case, I was helping comfort him. I was a voice that he could reach out to, And so I enjoy reaching out and talking to people, and I enjoy that part of it.
Right. Larry, you mentioned it before in some when you answer some other questions, but if I can just specifically ask you, how do you enjoy working from anywhere with your laptop?
You know what? This is going to sound really stupid, but for me, I'm a big American football guy, right? And it used to be, this is how Sundays used to go. We would work Sunday morning, right? The guys in my company that I'm friends with, we would all work Sunday morning. We would get out just in time to watch the games when they started at 2 o'clock. So we'd be out a little bit before that, like 11. The games would start at 2. We would all get together. We would have cookout. We would be eating. We would be drinking. We'd be rooting for our football teams. And there's usually 3 games on Sunday, like USA time. So you have the first game that's like 1 to 4. I know I just said 2, but that's because I was in Bermuda. But it's actually 1 to 4. Then the next game comes on like 4:30 to 8:30. Then there's a third game, 8:30 till, like midnight, right? Never can watch the third game because I got to get up early, man, to go to work at 5 a.m., So it's always a bummer, somebody will say, Sunday's over, So how do I like working for myself? I love it because there might be a day where Fernando says, hey, Larry, let's go out on the boat today. Let's have a boat trip. It's a beautiful day. My business, when you set this up, it's running 24/7. So yeah, I don't have to do anything that day. I can make a decision to go, let's go out on the boat. This thing will run by itself, once you set it up. It's just, you might work on different things, some things you don't have to work on. I might build a new website, new landing page. I might be there to join a webinar, help coach people. I can put all those things aside. I'm the boss and go anywhere I want. If I have a girlfriend who's a state away, that's just for example, or a family member, I can pack up my laptop and I can go there. And it doesn't matter if it's 20 hours away. If there's an internet connection, I'm in business. So you're damn right. I like it. I'm not under a thumb where somebody's watching me and I have to put in a certain amount of hours every day. It's up to me. If I'm not feeling well, I'm going to look at my business, shut the laptop, I'm done for a day. One of the digital marketers that we've gotten to know is a guy named Leo. He lives in the Cayman Islands. And Leo set rules for himself. He starts very early. He gets up early. He's probably on his laptop by 5:30. No later than 2 o'clock. He shuts that thing down and he spends the rest of his day or evening with his wife doing whatever the hell they want. And when you are working, it's not the same as going to a job. It's you feel fulfilling because you're getting something out of this. You're coaching somebody, you're helping people, and it's enjoyable. It really is. And then in return, because you never go looking for the money, but by giving value, it ends up just coming back to you anyway. Yeah.
For anybody that is listening to this interview and is getting a better idea what affiliate marketing is, can you tell us a bit about how much capital you need to get started with your own online business?
Well, if you're completely broke and you're struggling out there because of the pandemic or something, this might sound like a lot of money. But again, when you figure out that the return that you get on this stuff is 4 times the 1, it becomes very clear. So if you spent $200 in a month and you made 1,000, who cares, right? Let's be very honest. You're not buying a McDonald's franchise for $100,000, having an overhead. We're working from just our laptop. So there are some costs. You need to have a laptop. Okay. If you've got none, then you need to invest in that. Remember, you're investing in yourself. This isn't about trusting something else. This is about believing this blueprint and then investing in yourself to learn. If the blueprint works, you're just investing in yourself to learn how. And you need tools. Okay. Even if you're working at the grocery store, I can't mop the floor if I don't have a mop. Okay. I have to have tools. You can't learn to drive a car. And you can learn, but then you can't drive a car if you don't have one. You need a car, right? So you need a laptop. The education that I sell, $100. You can get more advanced education if you want. It's all what you need. Okay. But all the tools, and I'm not trying to sell things here. You asked me a question. So all the tools and everything that I use are all bundled up in one thing. And, so I invest in that. I invest in the training and the education and the tools that you need. Like, you might need a camera if you're going to do a video. You have to pay for your ads, but if you're spending $2, for an ad, for a lead, $2 for a lead, you may not know what that is if you're brand new. But if you're spending $2 and then you made $100 sale, that's 98, dollar profit, right? And then those start to add up over time. So yeah, it's a strong learning curve. I'm not going to lie to you. But if you're serious about changing your life and you're willing to put the commitment into it, you can change your life over time. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You will have to put a little bit of effort into it, but you're already putting effort into a job that you go to anyway, right? So why not put that same effort into something that you can own, be in control, be your own boss, have freedom to be able to do the things that you want to do when you want to do it. And I can't promise this because I don't know your work ethic, but probably make more money once you learn this than you ever did in your life. And if you eventually replace your income, you get rid of your job, focus on this, and then it gets bigger and bigger. You start scaling up, boom, over a couple of years. I'm going to mention somebody's name here because I just want to put things in perspective. So we have a guy named Dan who's a digital marketer. I want to say it's been about 6 years now that he probably started, maybe 5, something like that. And Dan was just like anybody when he started. He was learning everything just like you have to learn. Finally, he got to a level where he felt comfortable to start marketing. And Dan, in his first 6 months, put money into advertising. And, he didn't really, sometimes he broke even, sometimes he lost money. He wasn't being profitable because it's a learning curve that you go through. First, you have to learn, then you have to do, and then as you're doing, you get good at it. Well, then all of a sudden, after 6 months, he had his first profitable month in month 7. And then every month after that, he got a little bit more profitable. And finally, you put more money into it, he scaled up. Well, Dan got to a point to where he replaced his yearly income into a monthly income. The guy was spending, you guys are gonna go crazy when I say this. The guy was spending $30,000 a month. Spending $30,000 a month in advertising. Now I know you want to make $30,000 a month, but here's the thing. When he found something that works, he put more money into it and he scaled up. And then on that one campaign, he was pulling in $95,000 a month. Dan is now a millionaire 2 times over. And he did it all with online business, doing the same thing that with me and you've been talking about this whole thing. So it can be done. It's out there. And I'm not saying that everybody watching this is going to make $1 million. They could, but I mean, even if you were able to make $5,000 or $10,000 a month, let's just say minimum, that's probably a hell of a lot more than you're probably making now, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. And what would stop someone from wanting to follow through and pursue building an online business?
Just their beliefs. They're, thinking, this might be a scam, or or anybody that makes money online is a scam. They're just out to get your money. Well, let's just say they are. Let's just say they are out to get your money, right? They're trying to make sales. But if you're being honest, wouldn't you say that people are doing that? People are online making sales, right? Trying to get your money, right? As you say.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's true, then you have to have the epiphany that, hey, people are making money online then, right? But the truth is not everything's a scam just to get your money. There are some out there, but this particular platform here is the real deal. It's a blueprint. It's just an education showing you where to start, go through the process of learning. So what would stop somebody is their fears. They believe they can't do it. They think it's a scam. Their limited beliefs, their fixed mindset instead of a growth mindset. That's what would stop somebody. Somebody might say the money, but that's a bunch of crap, because you don't have to spend a lot of money with digital business. You're working from just a laptop. You're not having an overhead building with employees that you got to pay. I mean, I don't know a business that you can start for cheaper and have the kind of success that you can have doing this.
And Larry, how has your life changed since you launched your online business?
It's changed a lot. I had a clear-cut view of where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. I've only achieved half of that so far. That meaning, my first goal was I just wanted to replace my income, and I wanted to work for myself. And, sometimes I thought I was never going to get there, because you will run into snags and bumps, but you have to be strong to keep pushing forward. I remember building my website. I got to a point where I built it up to a certain point, and then I was missing something. I was missing a step, or something wasn't right. I was getting irritated, and I deleted the whole thing, and I spent a whole day. I woke up early in the morning. Today's the day. I'm going to get this right. And I followed the instructions step by step. And I came after I spent hours and all day getting there. I got to the same point, and I was lost. And I just, it was really frustrating and irritating. Now, I could have easily said, forget this. I quit. I ain't doing it,
Right.
But I didn't quit. Don't quit. I kept pushing forward. I broke through it. Now I have the freedom and flexibility. I can get up right now and go to the beach if I want to. If I wanted to do whatever I want to do, I can do it. I can do this at night. I can spend the whole day doing nothing, do this at night if I wanted to. It's on my terms. I'm my own boss. That's the beauty of it. But, it's really changed my life. It's given me that freedom and flexibility. Now, the part that I want to get better at is through time. I never had a plan to be rich, but just from seeing other people making so much money, I'm on that path. That's what I want to do in time. And I want to do it not just so I can go out and buy a bunch of things. That's part of it. But I also want to be able to give back. I want to put myself in a position where I can help people that are unfortunate, not just by teaching them things, but just really being there to help people. That's so fulfilling to me.
I just want to add something here, Larry, if you give me your permission, because, we know each other from just like you mentioned, the 90-day journey, right? Where we need to make a video every day and so on. And from that time to now, I would like to add that what has changed in your life since you started? Well, I would say that from the Larry that I met back then till today, you're a person with much more confidence in yourself and much more confidence in what you're doing, actually, what you're spending your time in. So I think that's wonderful. I think that we never talk about this feeling of how much confidence you are getting and feeling when you start actually to get some steps forward, because just like you say, you're learning so many things day by day, and we all make mistakes during this journey, but then we get up and we try them again, and then suddenly it works, right? And that's what I just wanted to add, because perhaps um, you're not looking at the change of your life like in this sense, or perhaps you do, but perhaps it's something we like uh, affiliate marketers, we just forget to say, right? And that makes me think, and this leads me to the next question I want to ask you. What kind of person would want to invest in learning how to make money online and build an online business?
Well, that's across the board. Everybody has their own why, and you have to have a why. Okay. Well, first of all, nobody really wakes up saying, today's the day I feel like starting an online business. Nobody does that. I didn't, you didn't, right?
No.
But what we do want is we want a way out of our current situation that we're in. Some people love their job. You might have a doctor that just loves, helping his people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that for me, and I know there's other people like me, it's a time freedom thing. Some people like traveling the world, maybe a soccer mom, wants to be able to spend more time with her kids and be able to go to these soccer matches. What about the parents that have a child that, has a play going on at school? Nah, sorry, work needs them. They miss out on all those precious moments that they're never going to be getting back again. So really, when I think about it, I can say I wanted time and freedom and all that stuff. When it comes down to it, it's really about wanting the control of your own life. And I think that's why other people would want to do this, to have that freedom, flexibility, and have control of what they want to do, put things in their hands. How many people lost their job because of COVID-19, right? Businesses shut down. It was out of their control. But had they learned digital skills, their bank accounts would have been booming, because people are going online and they're making purchases of things and they're not afraid to do it. If you were in the online world, you were in good hands, because not only did you get fired, you didn't get fired. You were able to keep making money, and probably more money than you made, because everybody was going online. I said it earlier in this video. Making money online is a way of the future. I'm telling you. And don't fall behind, because a lot of these jobs are going to become redundant. Don't be scared of learning something new. Be scared of being stuck where you already at. I hated waking up to that alarm clock every morning. I'm not gonna say profanity, but I'm gonna say something that's along those lines. This is a true story, and I used to tell this all the time. My mindset when I was although I was thankful I had a good job, I was thankful. I was a manager in the grocery industry. The downside of that is I never had weekends off, never, my whole life. And I would go through this mental process. This is going to sound really silly, but it's true. Because I got up so early, I had to play tricks. I hated when that alarm clock went off, and I had to get up right then. I can't stand that. So I know this sounds stupid, but I would actually set my alarm an hour beforehand. And when that alarm went on, my mind said, oh man, hey, I still got another hour of sleep. And I would reset the alarm, right? And for some reason, when the alarm went off the next time, I was more prepared. But here's the thing though, the same thoughts would go through my head every day. The alarm would go off and I'd go, ah, and I would say, ah, F word, right? And then I would say to myself, you know what? Forget it, man. I ain't doing it no more, man. I'm done. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I ain't doing it no more. And I would lay in bed a little bit longer. And then I would come to the epiphany. I would have the realization, man, even if you slip in till 10 o'clock, what you going to do after that? So then the realization that I needed to get up and go to my job set in. And then I would repeat it again. Ah, F word, because I knew I had to get up and go.
Right.
So let that be your fear. Let go into that job that you hate, that jerk boss that treats you like crap, the stupid rules, the time that you have to spend there making a paycheck that they say you're worth. Usually it's just above broke, just enough to keep you going to the next month, right? Come out of that safe zone. If you're playing your life safe, you're never going to win. I'm telling you that right now. You have to take risks in life to get ahead. And if you're just staying in that comfort zone, where's your life going to be 5, 10 years down the road? Well, I can tell you, because that's what it used to be me. It's going to be in that same spot.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to make a move. You got to take action. Simple as that.
Great. What kind of people do you see who usually do not go through the learning online business? Any trends?
People that aren't committed, people that just want to check it out. Well, I'll give it a look, and check it out just to see. But they've already set themselves up. They've already have their limiting beliefs. I told you their fears hold them back. Their beliefs hold them back. They don't believe that it's true. They don't believe they can do it. So those people might ask a few questions. They might join your subscription list just out of curiosity. And those are the people that are going to keep failing. Those are the people you really don't want, because you're just wasting your time on them. They already have their minds made up. They don't want to try anything new. They don't want to come out of their comfort zone. They're not willing to learn. They're very fixed mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the kind of people.
Larry, what are your short time and long time goals?
Well, they've changed. My short time, my initial goal when I started was I just wanted to replace my income. I just wanted to work for myself and replace my income. And then you start to do those things, and then you start to have some success at some point, and then your goals change. Now, I want to be like some of the other digital marketers. I want to be able to be very successful. I want to make my first million. I'm not there, and whether it takes me, over the next year, or whether it takes me 5 years, whatever it takes. That's a clear-cut goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll even say this, I'm not even up to $30,000 a month yet. That's where I want to be. That's my first goal. My long-term goal after I reach that is to make it $1 million. So I've replaced my income. I'm working for myself now. Goal 1 achieved. Goal 2, $30,000 a month. Not everybody's going to have the same goals as me, by the way, if you're watching this.
Right, right. Yeah.
I'd be happy with $2,000 a month, and that's fine. Whatever it is you want.
Do you do everything alone, or do you receive help?
As I said before, when I was studying what successful people do, what are some of the commonalities they have? And I told you before that they all had mentors. The other thing is they all got help. Every single one of them. Nobody can do it on their own because it gets too big, and then you're not as good as some things that other people are better at it. So you need their help because they're better at things. But it all comes together, and it is achievable. Like you may not I always go back to the website because it's easy, but building a website, may not be your thing. But there's plenty of people out there that do it like that. It's a breeze, right?
Right.
So even if you had to pay somebody a couple $100 or whatever it is to get it done, you definitely need help. You definitely need people that you can ask questions to. And I recommend always asking somebody that's more successful than you. Don't ask Johnny nobody that's never did anything before. Ask Johnny somebody who's already done it and had success.
Mhm. What would you tell anybody out there who might be struggling and perhaps is considering a change in their life and who might be on the fence of making money online?
Come out of your comfort zone, learn a new skill, look at what other people have done, do your own homework, make that decision. You have to look in the mirror and ask your own self question. Do you want change? And if the answer is yes, then what platform out there right now fits me the best? What, what would I want to do? So you have to answer those questions. And if it's learning online business, I can tell you for sure that this is a blueprint that works. But I can't force that on you. You have to decide. You have to know what you want.
Mhm.
And that's it. If hopefully if you're on the fence and you're watching this video, hopefully this answers a lot of your questions and you can see that I had some of the same fears that you might have, but you got to get over it. You have to come out of a comfort zone or else you'll never win. And that's just it. So to finish off this question, you ask yourself, where do you want to be in 5 years? Do you want to be stuck with the same thing you're doing right now for taking no action? Or do you want to start moving in that direction? You don't have to know everything right now. You just have to make the decision that that's what you want.
Mhm.
Then you can start moving in that direction.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
The last question, Larry. The information is out there online, but why did you choose SFM Mentors?
A lot of reasons. Believability for one. I could see that people inside the organization are very genuine. They really are passionate about helping others and it rubs off on you. Also, they have all the tools all in one place. If you were to do this on your own, you would have to go to probably a WordPress or some place that will allow you to build a website. You got to do it on your own. There's no training. You've got to try to figure this out. Maybe there's some videos online somewhere. And the community is huge. Like me and you are friends, and we've got other marketer friends now from all over the world. We're all in the same mindset, and we're all asking the same questions, helping each other out. We're involved with a bunch of people that are highly successful, and so we get answers on them. We have trainings and webinars like nobody out there. For everything that you get for such a small price, I'll challenge anybody. You find something else that has as much as what you get here anywhere else. I challenge you. You're not going to find it. There's tons of trainings. They're all recorded. There's live trainings. There's one-on-one coaching. Okay. You got all the tools here. You got like-minded people here. Everything that you need to succeed, to grow your business and become successful, it's all right here. Other companies have versions of it, but they have so much less for a higher price. We've got situations where things are done for you here. If you don't want to learn, funnels and everything, it's already done for you. But mostly the reason I do it is for the value that I get from the honesty and the genuineness. I don't see anything fake, never have. That's why I was all in from the start. That's why.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Larry. Great stuff. I just hope anybody out there that is listening has also felt or is feeling that all your honest answers with all these questions, because there were a bunch of them, could serve them also to get out of perhaps to answer some of their own questions and really have more clarity about what it is and what affiliate marketing is and how it has changed. Well, now I've been asking you how it changed your life. Perhaps in another video we can talk about how it changed my life and so on. So,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna zing you.
I appreciate
I'd like to say, I would like to say though that I'm going to broadcast in this video in my subscribers. So anybody watching this on my list, on my subscriber list, if you watch this till the end and you found value in this, please reach out to me at larry@digitalstrategies.com. Actually, just reply to this email because it's going to be in it. I would love to just talk to you and take away some of those fears and doubts you might have. I hope this really brought value to you. And I appreciate you, Fernando, for taking the time to ask me these questions and make this for other people. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, man. This is part of our journey. And for anybody that's looking at this video and perhaps says, oh, what Dolly light quality behind me, or is, you know what? It's like this because I follow a lot of YouTubers, and they said that the first 50 to 100 videos you make, they're going to be awful. But after that, you're going to start to get a bit of it, and it's going to come. It's going to be much better. So I'm just very happy that I'm just making this video with you, Larry, because actually all this information that you have shared is not very clear and out there online, right? And you just need time, like, to have this kind of conversation. And thank you very much again, Larry. And I'll be in touch.
All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.